We're back talking with Hunter and Cheryl. Lost their daughter McKenna, and we've been talking about cyberbullying and the effect that it can have on your kids, and you just have to know what's happening to your kids on their devices, and you need to talk to your children about bullying and not lecture them, but talk to them. And you need to inquire about what they've observed among their classmates and their personal friends, because you don't want them to be bystanders. You want them to be upstanders. Step up if there's something going on, and ask them if they're seeing something, what they think and what they feel about these things, if they see bullying going on. And you need to ask them if they've ever been bullied, or if they've ever bullied someone. And if your child is a bully, then you need to talk to them about that. And there are ways you can find out about that. Even at young ages, they're coming home with things you didn't buy for them. You hear them being really insensitive about other people. All of a sudden, a friend is excluded. There are warning signs. You need to pay attention to those things. I'm going to put a list of them on drbill.com so you can see them. And you need to point out the fine line between teasing and bullying. And that line is often determined by the bully, not the bully. How's it being taken? And you want to do more listening than talking. I'd like to take just a moment for us to honor this wonderfully helpful kid.
McKenna's very passionate, loving, caring, funny, witty. I just don't want her to have to be mean. I hear her and I feel her. I know that she's here, but selfishly, I want her here physically. I know that she is still all around me and looking out for me and our family.
You have to be patient with yourselves. Recognize that when the battle gets fought, you need to give yourselves time to really breathe. You are home, I can tell you, hug your loved ones, and don't let the sun go down without telling those people in your life how you feel about them. Because nobody doesn't know they're going to be here tomorrow or you're going to be here tomorrow. So don't let the sun go down another day without making sure you let the people in your life know how you feel about it. Don't take anything for granted, because you just never know. Thank you guys for having the courage to share that with us. A lot of your heart.
I said the word out there. Awareness.
Only at home, stay safe. See you next time.
conditions on highways in the Midwest buried with snow. The cold blast ripping the country from Texas to Boston. America decides 3 weeks until the midterms. President Biden vows to push an abortion rights bill if Democrats win. Congress should codify Roe once and for all. CBS's Robert Costa is in the battleground of Ohio. Russia targets Ukraine's power grid. CBS's Holly Williams reports tonight on the warning of a long and even dipped as far south as Kentucky, with some areas seeing as much as 1.5 feet, and more is on the way. In Minnesota, wind chills dipped below zero this morning, while more than 100 million Americans are under freeze and frost advisories.
More than a foot of snow blanketed parts of Michigan, leaving a mess for
Degrees below normal from the Central Plains to the Florida Panhandle, and some areas will set historic lows with at least 75 records expected to be broken tomorrow. So we have a lot of news to get to tonight, and CBS's Omar Villafranca will start us off.
fall feels like winter in parts of the upper Midwest, thanks to a weather system dropping temperatures and snow. Instead of falling leaves, more than a foot of snow blanketed parts of Michigan, leaving a mess for work crews.
We didn't expect as much heavy snow because along with the heavy snow, we have branches down all over.
In the last 48 hours, Ironwood and Marquette, Michigan, recorded more than 13 inches of snow. In Indiana, thick flakes of snow peppered parking lots and roadways, making for slick driving conditions. And instead of a white Christmas, the early snow had people wondering about a white Halloween.
I was hoping it would hold off until closer like Thanksgiving, but hey, we've seen snow on Halloween before.
While the temperatures may be dropping, the cost of heating homes is going up. The average cost to stay cozy indoors this winter is expected to rise more than 17%, about $200 over last year, thanks in part to the rising cost of natural gas. One energy expert we talked to said home heating prices here in Texas could be up as much as 30% compared to last year. You know, Dallas, it's weather whiplash. It was in the 90s this past weekend, and now parts of North Texas are under a freeze warning. Nora?
Omar Villafranca, thank you. And this winter blast is not over yet. Most of you will have to bundle up for at least the next 2 days. For details, let's bring in meteorologist Mike Dennis from our partners at the Weather Channel. All right, give us the details. Good evening, Mike.
Dora, good evening. The record low temperatures are really spreading across the east. Big cold front is sliding through. Temperatures well below average for hundreds of millions of Americans. All these locations could set record lows come tomorrow morning, and freeze warnings that go all the way down to the Gulf Coast, including places like coastal Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, just outside of New Orleans. Temperatures in the morning 27 in Paducah, but below freezing in Meridian, where we could be looking for some frost, and Shreveport near record setting at 34 degrees. Tomorrow's high temperatures still remain on the cool side by 10 to 15 degrees, and Thursday morning, more records could be set, more bone-chilling cold with many places seeing temperatures below freezing. Again, a shock to the system, but a warm-up comes indoor by the time we get to the weekend.
Well, that's some good news, Mike Dennis. Thank you. It's just 3 weeks until Election Day, and the battle for control of Congress is coming down to the wire. In Ohio, one of the closest Senate races is also one of the biggest surprises. The Democratic Congressman Tim Ryan trailing Republican J.D. Vance by just 2 points. CBS's Robert Costa traveled to Ohio for our continuing series, America Decides.
You care about the right to choose, then you gotta vote. With the midterms looming, inflation lingering, and Democrats' momentum stalling, according to some polls, President Biden today made
What did you call me?
police force established by the governor to investigate voter fraud. In the videos first obtained by the Tampa Bay Times, Patterson tells a police officer he was misled.
Why would you let me vote if I wasn't able to vote? I'm not.
If you're voting illegally in 2020, even
Over the law, 4 years later, here's CBS's Adam Keith.
in footage obtained by CBS News on August 18th, police showed up at the Tampa home of Tony Patterson, a registered sex offender who was told he was under arrest for voter fraud.
Voter fraud. What is voter fraud? Most of you not supposed to be, sir.
That same day, Ramona Oliver, who served 18 years on a second-degree murder charge, was arrested for voting illegally in 2020, even though she received a voter ID card from the state.
Most things you're not supposed to serve.
That same day, Ramona Oliver, who served 18 years on a second-degree murder charge, was arrested for voting illegally in 2020, even though she received a voter ID card from the state. Patterson, Oliver, and 18 others were accused of violating a 2018 state law that allows most former felons to vote after they complete their sentences, but not those convicted of murder or felony sex offenses, as Patterson and Oliver were. They now face 5 years in prison. Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis touted the arrests that same day. They did not